So each corvette is 156. Good to know. Oh, we started colonization of the new planet. We are still making money, which is great. Also, I have not been upgrading these places. And I really ought to. Especially if they are producing me minerals.
Construction
Actually,
completed.
very few of you are. Let's go ahead and build a mining network here. Switch you over to it. Ooh, technologies are finished. Physics lab. And another thing. I would like basic combat roles and mining network 2. Perfect.
Construction
Hey, Clanter. Go ahead and research that. What's the difference between explore system and survey system for science ships? So, now the only ships that can actually go into the grey darkness and weirdness of space are science ships. So if I grab my military fleet, it's blocked off. I can't go out there. It has to be a fully crewed, i.e. with a scientist, science ship. So you can basically say to your science ships, just go out into space, open up the territory so we can move there, which is when it turns blue. Or you can say survey those systems, in which case they will discover the minerals and materials available on each of the planets. Do I have any involvement in the Prophecy of Pendor mod anymore? I kind of keep tabs on it. I'm not an active developer anymore, no. I haven't contributed anything for a while. That's what I mean. Right, Malgin's repairing. Ship numbers went up again. I know I built 1. I don't remember building 2 though. Or even 3. Okay, so maybe some of the zapped out ships do return. It'd be nice if it listed that somewhere. We've discovered an abandoned solar sail ship in orbit around Churton 6. The sublight vessel was built by an unknown culture and appears to be several thousand years old. One of the massive sails has a large tear where some kind of object passed through, most likely a meteoroid, which appears to have disabled the vessel. Although the technology of the ship is severely outdated, it does possess some interesting engineering design choices. Very good. Right, so now I know I can build there. We have a science ship on his way. Then after that we'll need the construction ship, though honestly you guys are mostly working on building those up. Next we'll send the ships out to attack that. We'll take Ralph there, and that's going to cut off all of this from these guys, which will be really nice. And in fact, once you are finished repairing, that is probably what I will do, and you are very nearly home. And ships seem to repair pretty quickly, I've noticed that. Is it still possible to race ahead and claim choke points in a hyperlane network, even if you don't have a connecting network of systems? Yes, kind of. So for every jump away, the price increase for the outpost increases by, I think it's 75 influence. So if I wanted to claim Hoshir, for example, in fact I can test that theory. Except it doesn't tell you what it would cost. That should cost me 150 influence, which is rather heftier price than if I went for Pell, where it's 75. Plus I would then need to backfill Pell. So yes, theoretically you can push forwards and like claim important choke points. It will cost you more. But the main reason to do that, I think, would be area denial. So, for example, if my system was like over here, and I really wanted to deny this guy from taking all of this stuff, I could try and forward settle this one, but it would cost. Bebe, hello! Haven't been streaming a while, but still enjoying the vids. Fantastic. Glad you are. Right, are you done repairing? You are. Good. Let's send you that way. Science ship, done. Journost. That's good timing, because I want you down here as well. So that we can immediately survey and settle that province. And in the meantime, we are still developing more minerals, but we will need those for the outpost. That's why I've been saving up a bit of the influence. Only ever played hyperlanes because I love being a cheeky blighter and stealing choke points. That is easier to do now, actually, now that you can build space stations and star bases and fortifications and stuff. And the fortifications are actually really strong. At a stage when I had a fleet of like a total combat strength of 2,000 maybe in the multiplayer, like some of my fully upgraded defensive structures were equal strength. And because they are just one structure, they would win. Because their hit points are being ticked down, but they're killing the enemy ships. So the enemy strength is being reduced, even though your own is not. I have another anomaly. Good. See, this is why I like having loads of anomalies, because it means while I'm exploring all of this stuff, this space is getting really strong. You want to get that done early. Otherwise you're discovering anomalies for other people. That's not quite as good. Right, Malgin. Oh, we're one jump away. I do need to keep an eye on this because I want to see how strong this unit is. I suspect it's going to be another 500. And we're getting stronger and stronger, so we should beat this fairly easily. Quality is now better than quantity. There's a balance. It can go either way. Salty! Science ship ISS Veltosa the Ordained came up short with regards to its original mission of investigating possible activity on the frozen surface of Shujienia 3C. There is seemingly nothing of note but ice and rock. However, Science Officer Itzbok, a self-proclaimed gourmet chef and history buff, claims to have made an important discovery. A chemical compound found in the surface ice layers of several regions of Sujema 3 is, allegedly, supposedly, closely related to Mordling stellar salt, an ingredient integral to many traditional Mordling dishes and thought extinct on Mordgard. It has long been speculated that the Mordling stellar salt was never native in our homeworld, but was brought to the surface by some meteorite impacts in the distant past. Huzzah! Dabagmat. Thank you very much for the follow. No, the sub! Shit, got that one wrong. Thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Mordlings. I appreciate your support. Thank you. Dabagmat. Cool. I'm going to add you to my list. Congratulations, you have made it to the list. Oh, when it's... Alright, so when the pop-up comes up, none of your name is capitalized. I'm like, when it's capitalized, it's a lot easier. Dabagmat. Cool. I've written your D to look like a P. That's not going to be confusing. Salt. This is basically the story of Ben's planet. The science officer's discovery in Sujema 3 lends some credence to this theory, although Itzbok leans heavily on the properties described in ancient cookbooks predating modern chemistry to prove the saline connection. Whether the salt, analysed and synthesised, actually tastes like the Mordling stellar salt of old is ultimately of little consequence. Just the idea of the traditional foods now possessing some more historically accurate flavour profiles is bound to stimulate both the Mordling economy and palate. Plus 5 happiness for 240 months. Cool! Ah, we're jumping. We're here. That is a significantly stronger fleet. We are not going to fight that. Are they still space amoebas? Yes. But I don't want to fight that just yet. That is a fight I would lose currently, probably. So let's go ahead and head over here and just go and wreck someone else's day. You were on YouTube this morning watching the series and heard something about multiplayer. That happened while that series was going up on YouTube, which is why I pre-recorded that and then did this on stream later. It went well. Like, if you want to see the archive version of it, you can find that in the archive here on Twitch, or I will be chopping it up and uploading it. That was with Benjamin Magnus and Roach. And I was playing a nation rather different from our beloved Vikings here. Right, you have finished construction. You are still researching that, damn it. I don't really want you moving away. You here? You are here. You're just... ah, there you are. I was blinded to your glory. Right, can we build any other stuff? Yes, is the simple answer. You need a... ooh, what's that? Auto-Iththon Monument, which is Unity Production. I would like one of those. Go ahead. And grab that. Mordgard. I would also like one here. Although I would need to build it on top of something, and I don't particularly want to do that. Maybe on top of you. And then McNugget Prime. You can build one here. You can go and work that. Good. You guys are still on your way. I'm surprised you think this is quicker than going this way, though. Why? Ah, because we haven't explored this. Remember, military ships cannot move to places that have not been explored. I am almost tempted to get a fourth science ship. That's using up a lot of leader slots, though. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that. Was it a one-time stream or a weekly series? Probably weekly series. I'll still need to talk to them about the exact
System survey
details.
concluded.
Can you pillage Space Lindisfarne without declaring war? No, you'd still have to declare war, but because I'm Space Pirates, not Space Pirates, Space Vikings, I get special CVs.
Has been cleared.
So I can, for free, get the plunder despoliation CB, which allows me to steal population from them. But their fleet is actually relatively strong, so I'm holding off on that for the moment. Getting a little more experience, getting a little more strength up, that type of thing. Right. We can get Empire Leader Capacity +1, Leader Pool Size +1. That sounds like it could be useful in the future. You were still doing that, damn it. Right,
Research concluded.
You're flying over there. You're doing that one.
System survey concluded.
Right, you're doing that, that's fine. You're building construction thing there. And now we just have 2 ships waiting for this. Right, have we fully surveyed this? We have fully surveyed that. Fantastic. You jump over here, build a starbase, yoink. Lovely! You go over to Pell, Hoshi, Gemma. Go ahead and survey those. Lovely jubbly.
Completed.
Right, we can get more mineral production. I would very much appreciate that.
Construction completed.
Build a mining network there as well. You're still being colonized. We're still making money. Fantastic. I think it is time for engineering facilities so we can get this science going. I suspect that these guys are technologically ahead of us. In fact, they will be. They're basically playing the one system challenge or the one planet challenge, which will mean that they will tech up like that. So it might well be worth playing one of those guys with like ridiculous technology output and just watch your technology be like several generations ahead of your nearest neighbors. You may as well go and capture that one. I mean, the other thing I could do is go around the back and steal it from that side. But I really want this cut off. Looks like we'll be okay back here. We haven't seen any other nations in kind of our back area, which is good. Systems hurt your tech and tradition costs now. Did Stellaris series get demonetized? I'm not sure. I have to say, the demonetizations got better lately. I still get hit, but it's like 1 every 10 videos rather than 9 out of every 10 videos. Speaking of which, Hearts of Iron got hit every single episode once again. And that's the one that hurts the most, because that's by far the most views. But no, Stellaris has not been hit. Yet. Science ship, not doing anything. Unacceptable. Make your way around the back here. Survey those so that I can actually send my fleet out around the back. That would be nice. You guys are on your way. You will arrive shortly. I could actually queue up some more ships for you. Go ahead. I'm loving the new border mechanic, so pretty. I agree, and I really like how they expand more logically because you're actually building the outposts rather than just some completely arbitrary border radius happening. It's just a much nicer feeling, and there we go, we have stolen it. Awesome, so that's a tomb world. I don't think I'm going to colonize it anytime soon. So go ahead and just build some mining stations. That sounds good to me. In the meantime, it is time for very hot tea. Ow. Oh, we're fighting. We will be very soon. That is a fight we can win. Go and do it. Actually, you know what I should do? I should zoom right in.
Construction completed.
Construction completed. Science ship without work. Uh-oh. I need to be giving out some commands. That was a victory. We did lose 1 ship. Now, is it saying any have run away? Oh, and we lost our leader. No, we didn't. Oh, he must have been on the ship that ran away or something. So we have a sensor range, sublight speed, Sublight speed and disengagement chance, or the hit points. You know what? We're gonna work with you.
Construction
You
completed.
work better with corvettes, I think. That's a big space amoeba there. Right, you have finished surveying all of that stuff, which is great. Gemma should be being done by somebody else, so just continue out this way. Grab those, head over this way, hit those, grab the nebula. Marvellous. And construction ship. You have expanded. Good. Build the mining stations. Malgin, go and repair. You come over here, research that project, survey those systems,
Construction completed.
and we'll at least be able to go around this way. Plus, there are some Alpine worlds. Those are really nice ones too. And I'm Alpine, so that's really good for me. Whoop whoop! And we have now cut that off, so we can grab it. Marvellous! Construction ship is doing its thing over here. I would like some more minerals, please. Thank you. Vikings don't retreat. How dare you using a retreating admiral? It's not a retreating admiral. He advances faster. His ships move 50% faster. And that's forwards. Unfortunately, the hyperlane travels still the same amount of time, but we travel across each zone quicker now, and we advance towards the enemy more rapidly. Oh, they just stole another province. At least we've cut them off. That's one of the really important ones. I would like to really increase the amount of ships we're getting there. You are saying that you can upgrade stuff. You can upgrade a lot of stuff. Go ahead and upgrade the technology if we have the engineering bay. We do not. So never mind. Don't upgrade the stuff. Do clear the blockers though, so we can keep the population growing there. Seeing as it only costs energy, and we have surplus energy.
Registered.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. And you're up to 13 ships. Cool. Build me some more.
Construction completed.
Oh, that's another construction ship
A
done.
new world has been colonized.
And I have a new world, which has put me over my limit, but that is fine. I can work with this. What's my influence? My influence is rather high. I should really be claiming more territory. So we're going to go ahead and build one over there. And Karazit needs a name. Am I enjoying Apocalypse? Hey, Aldra! Yeah, I am. Oops, I'm not supposed to say if I am or not. I am. Where was I? We'll start in the middle for this one. Aristide, you can have this. This can be the Aristide system. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Money. You guys are doing your thing. Fleets. Repairing, because you kind of got beaten up a bit. Unsolicited mapping. Intercepting the distress signal. The ISS Donjab, the tactician, sent a probe down to the volatile service of Hashfear 1. It seems an unregistered freighter recently crashed on the planet. Whatever it was carrying has been reduced to an ashen sludge, but some data from the navigation computer can be recovered, and survey data for this system reconstructed. Cool. We're now up to 14 ships. I still want more, but I also need more construction done. Especially on my planets. Energy, we're doing okay.
Research concluded.
There's research. Basic combat roles. That's a big upgrade, actually. That's an important one. Cold fusion is quite a long way ahead of my guns and shields and things, so I don't think I need that just yet. Ship designer. Corvette. Still tier 1, tier 2. And we want fire rate and chance to evade. Bonus. I don't think I'm going to need the reactor booster anymore. And the level 2 armor. Save. Then you guys can also upgrade. Perfect. Right, and I was going to make you into a sector. Aristide, how would you like to become the Aristide sector? And I should probably siege you with a little bit of resource. Also a leader. Build cost and speed probably for you. Get you up and running. I will send you 100 energy. That should keep you going for a while. And I am losing food. I need more food production.
Interstellar debris analyzed.
Alright, you are building up. I still need to build more though.
Construction completed.
See ya, Dubba. Need more Stellaris. Right, that construction ship is out of work.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Go ahead and build a thing there. Engineering facility done. Excellent. Oh, yeah, destroyers. Marvellous. That's going to help a lot. And go ahead and grab me the experience gain, plus 25%. Then the next one, we will finish off discovery. And we should be racing ahead technologically, which is awesome. Fleet still equivalent. Despite the fact that I'm now up to 14 corvettes. Oh man, I had the Covfefe system in the multiplayer game earlier. Just cracking up every time I said it. And it was like, I got a Covfefe system. Oh, there's a planet I can settle on Covfefe. We now have Covfefe Prime. Oh, I need a sector. This is now the Covfefe sector. It's really ticking Ben Magnus off. It was kind of hilarious. Right, we need to build some more mineral stations. Go ahead and build one there.
Anomalous readings registered.
And then once you are done with that one, go ahead and build that one as well. Excellent. Because we're doing really well for energy. It's minerals that we need the most. So how did your game go earlier, Aldra?
Evasive maneuvers.
And who are you playing with? Evasive systems? What? Oh, against them. Where's that? Adavatir. Oh, once you've discovered the aliens, it actually tells you how strong their units were. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, 900, 900. Need you to get a little bit stronger, then we can go after this lot. Stream for 2 hours on your own, then did the bigger MP. With who? Don't forget to name your second fleet Bob's boats. It's going to be a while before I do that, just because the naval capacity is not going to be there. But I will, don't worry. You finish building your thing. I think I probably want to nab Grekil. Just because it's an 8 mineral system. That's kind of hefty. Although I also want to save minerals for grabbing Rathir. I don't need to do that just yet. We've only just got enough influence. No, it's influence I need to save, not minerals. Dumbass. Science ship, done. Abandoned gateway. Ooh. An ancient space station of some kind has been located at the edge of the Pterodonlia system. The strong residual subspace signature that surrounds the station indicates that it may be a gateway of sorts, part of a theoretical network of similar stations that at some point would have allowed for near instantaneous travel between different parts of the galaxy. Assuming this is a gateway, its current state of disrepair has rendered it unusable. If it could be restored into working order, its owner would potentially be able to access any other functional gateways in the galaxy, enabling travel across huge distances in a matter of days. Where was this? There's the wormhole. Right, it would be where one of the science ships was. It's not there. It's not there. And you apparently don't exist. Hazilla, thank you very much for the follow. And Powlett as well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Oh, Spiffy and feedback. And Remy. Cool. Ben's still talking about doing a really big multiplayer game of Stellaris at some point. I'd like to get involved with that. Send in SG-1. Viking Stargates. Well, we if we have the Stargates, that just means that we are the Asgard. Man, I love that series. Through our surveys of habitable worlds, our biologists have collected a vast amount of data on alien life forms. Many of our older theories on development of life have been disproved, and our scientific community has had to build new models from scratch. Our most interesting findings are being displayed at the newly dedicated Museum of Exobiology on Mordred. The public is enthralled, and many donations have come in to aid the continued search of strange life forms. Excellent. Construction ship. You can build energy. I don't really need energy right now. Go ahead and do that, and then you go ahead and start getting some more troops. What is Asgard? Look up SG-1, Gaming at Nights, and then discover the wonders of that series. It's a great series. Oops, you just discovered that. So right-clicking on that place is not going to do me any good. Oh, there's the gateway. Okay, now it's appeared. Did we ever survey these? It's currently been done. Good. I would kind of like to know what's over here. Especially as this is a dead end, which I could very easily control. Really easily, actually. Choke points. What is Stargate? Is it new? No. It's... how to describe it?
Construction completed.
It's a sci-fi series, not really similar to Star Trek, but kind of. No, it's not actually. It's not at all similar to Star Trek. It's more grounded. It's modern day, or like slightly in the future. And basically they discover a gateway on Earth, which can be used to access gateways on different planets. Then it's all about the Stargate team, Stargate 1, finding out about all the different cultures and civilizations on the different planets. So it's like, imagine Star Trek where they only go to the planets, none of the spaceship stuff. Science Officer Itzbach reports that waves seen rippling across the sandy seas of Tadaria 2 are, bizarrely enough, the result of an active ship's thrusters. An alien vessel lies buried in the sand, nose down, its spluttering propulsion systems weakly agitating the dunes above. It appears to have been down there for some time, slowly driving itself deeper into the desert dunes. The ISS Veltassa the Ordained lacks the means to excavate the struggling ship, and its back recommends sending a military vessel to unearth it.
Situation log has been updated.
That was here, wasn't it? See you, Aldra.
System survey concluded.
You're actually watching SG-1 for the upteenth time. It is such a good series. It is a really good series. Highly, highly recommend it. The other Stargates, not so much. SG-1 is definitely where it's at, but it's very much well worth picking up and checking out. Alright, I feel like I should be colonizing you. I can't, because you're not on my borders.